Thursday Night Baseball set to come your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of three between the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. Nick Pivetta will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
Alan Trammell stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. It was another loss for him last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we got a couple of teams right now that haven't been playing very good baseball, Hero. One of these two teams needs to get things turned around and start things off on a good note and win the first game of the series.
It just takes one W to put a good taste in your mouth. I'm telling you, I know both teams come in on a losing streak, but someone finds a gap, someone puts their best foot forward and has a nice outing on the mound. This can turn around super quick.
With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that can sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Martinez gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Alex Verdugo digging in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch.
The center fielder.
Line shot to first, and there's one away. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it bangs off the monster. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Up to the plate now is David Ortiz. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And there's out number 2.
Batting fourth. The left fielder. J.D. Martinez.
First pitch on its way.
Ball.
The set and the 1-0. Hit hard down the right field line. But a foul ball. 1-1. Bogarts at second with 2 down. And he gets him to lift one into shallow center field. Scope ranging into the outfield. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire. So now to the plate, Victor Reyes. Back on Sunday, he picked up a hit in 5 trips to the plate. No balls and a strike to count. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. And he puts it on the ground to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 55, Renato.
And now the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
1 strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see right there that these guys rank 2nd in the AL in that category. Wilson Ramos is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. On to Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score.
Leading off.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. He'll start us out here in the home half of the 2nd. High and deep to right. Casares going back. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double. Rafael Devers the next to bat. Runner in scoring position here already following the ground rule double. Here's the first pitch to him. Altuve stands at 2nd with no outs. This is on the ground over to first. Right to him. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to 3rd.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
The runner play here at an even 250. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Scope will look this one in, and there are 2 away now. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
The first baseman.
So next to bat will be Ryan Mountcastle, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it on to first, and with it, that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. We play top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And now pitch on the way. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here's Robbie Grossman. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
The third baseman, number 3, Alan.
So that brings up the Hall of Famer, Alan Trammell, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he lays off for ball one.
1-1.
And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. Runners off for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
First pitch on its way, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Tigers lead one. They trail this one. Bottom of the inning now. That brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. First offering on its way.
Ball. 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The bat, the shortstop, Xander. Close up.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider that's inside. 1-0. In the air to center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now the Red Sox DH, David Ortiz, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
1 strike.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher's going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Pulled toward right center field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. Here's J.D. Martinez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Now at the plate, Willie Castro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Martinez has a read on it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And we find that these guys are currently third best in the AL in that department. A ball and a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. High in the air and deep to left center field. Verdugo backing up on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1 left for Detroit. They're down 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Now the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Here now is Rafael Devers as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In the air to straightaway right. Mazara's on the move. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring. Into the box, Clint Frazier as he hits one on a line to left field. Grossman is there. Let's see if they try it. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with 1 out in the inning now. So 1 down with a pair of runners aboard, and that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch of the AB now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Only play is going to be the first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
As a look, now the pitch. Christian Vasquez is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Wilson Ramos.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hike.
Hit back toward the mound. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment and able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Lifted the other way to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
At the plate now, Alan Trammell. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back days with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Next, it'll be Andrew Jones. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. 0-1 the count. And it's quickly 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Tigers strand a pair. They're down 2-0. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and next it'll be the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. First pitch of the AB on its way. Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander.
Digging in will be Xander Bogaerts. From the stretch. And that misses ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Bouncer up the middle. He's got it. There's 1 on to first. And as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Striding in for Boston, David Ortiz. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2 ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond. But now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far, no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. high fly ball out to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. One left for the. So now into the box is Willie Castro. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. No balls and 1 strike.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Victor Reyes. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
Now, that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
Line hard. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Down the left field line and deep, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They're still down. It's 2. Bottom of the 6th inning now. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Reyes is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Stepping in, Rafael Devers. He doubled his last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bounce it to the left side. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting nods, and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
Stepping in now, Clint Frazier. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for 1. Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Kyle Funkhauser trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 36, Kyle.
Christian Vasquez will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch.
Yep.
Frazier over at second. Mountcastle at first, 2 out in the inning. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. Grossman retreats to the track and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So it's no runs on a base hit. Also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. 7th inning. And here's Renato Nunez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Renato.
Adam Ottavino is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Set, here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Ottavino, the former Yankee, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. That'll bring up Wilson Ramos. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino, batting at an even 400. He also has 1 home run, hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. The 1-0 home. No runs on 6 hits. 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Ground ball right side. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Tigers nothing. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alex Verdugo singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. Here it comes, 0-2.
Ball.
Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. And before the pitch here, time is asked for. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Mazara's under it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's working on a 1-for-3. First pitch on the way. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Reyes is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The designated hitter, number 34, David Ortiz.
Stepping in next, David Ortiz. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
No.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're on top 2-0. Into the box, Robbie Grossman, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. 0-1 the count. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Softly hit out to short. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
At the plate, Alan Trammell, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Gil, this pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Baду at second. Tremel first with no outs. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is stranding him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So now to the plate, Willie Castro lifted the other way down the left field line. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. Badu blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And this throw gets away from him. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2. Next up for Detroit, Victor Reyes. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And there are 2 away now. From the stretch, Jonathan Scope is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And that's...
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Matt Barnes is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. A ball and a strike now. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Good luck with that.
That will leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So Akil Badu will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Joe Jimenez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
And you know what, Diego, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense can come back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D'Lo. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Next to hit is Clint Frazier. A potential tying run for him at third base. Here's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. 1-1, they count to Clint Frazier. Bounces to the left side. The second for 1. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. And that finds a seam for extra bases as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. He pulls into third safely as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Christian Vasquez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. third. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Alex Verdugo is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
You see that so much, left on left matchup, that slider down in a way that you get a bad swing on it. There's so many few left-handed hitters.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the... All set for the start of the inning, and next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike.
1-1.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher. High in the air out to center field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's 1 gone. Next for the Tigers, Nomar Mazara. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard liner to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Akil Baddoo stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. Fielded cleanly. Altuve for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, he showed right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the 1 out.
Alan Trammell is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
With that base-running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it because they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Both Sox came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Matt Barnes claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Gotta call if you got it. Going live,